Hello and welcome. We are no longer at the shores of Lake Baikal. Today we're actually in Moscow, and for the first time ever, Ksenia and I are going to be visiting the Red Square, and we actually have a tour guide today. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Joseph Stephen Rose, on YouTube known as the Expat American.
That is right, he is the Expat American, and he is going to take us around the Red Square and surrounding areas, and you're coming with us. It's going to be amazing. Before we head into the actual Red Square, I'm told that there's a really beautiful bridge out here, so we're going to take a walk around that. You get to see, I think this is the Moscow River actually. Never seen it before. It's actually not as clean as the Angara River, but you know what? It's water and it's life. Let's go to the bridge.
So this is just a park that they built fairly recently in Moscow, and they designed it to look like the 4 different geographic regions of all of Russia. So as you walk through here, there's a fake mountaintop, there's a forest, there's some swamps, and they have lots of beautiful things. Some Muscovites don't like it because they think it costs the city too much money. But I think it's beautiful and it's great because it's right in the center. And it's big, but it's not too big. And
just to let you know, guys, he had my heart when he said swamps. You guys know that I'm always out there in the swamps, and I hope they don't disappoint. But by the way, can I show them that we're right across from...
Yeah, man.
Check this out, guys. Behind us is obviously where we're going next, but he told me that it's a beautiful place to visit, so we're gonna start off now. Let's go. Apparently there's an ice cave there. I have never been there. Have you been in there?
I have been in there.
What do you think about it?
It's cute, but I mean, it snows here a lot, so why would you pay to go in there?
Yeah. Guys, if you are from a place that's absolutely hot, go look at the ice cave if you come to Moscow in summer. But for us who live here, we're not trying to see more cold. Makes absolutely no sense. Oh, wow.
So we'll go down here for the swamps.
Okay, cool. There's a lot of seats, a lot of park area style, like leisure benches. So you know that I'm always in the swamps out there in Siberia, and I'll tell you what, their idea of a swamp is less scary. Obviously we have like the quicksand style ground, but let me tell you something, they got some funny little goldfish, right? They're like goldfish. Yeah, they're goldfish. Let's see if we can get a look at them. There's a school of fish. These are not shuka and okun, but I would still be fishing here if I had my fishing rod. And this is the Moscow swamp. Now let's head up to the next different type of terrain here.
What I wonder is, would you call it a bridge if it doesn't go all the way across?
Well, a bridge will start off one point and take you to another point.
And this does not.
Yeah, I think it does. It doesn't start where it ends.
Well, oh, you mean like that?
Yeah, of course. Guys, don't let nobody ever talk you down. Although this bridge starts right over there and ends right over here, it moved you somewhere. It took you over this fake swamp. We got a real American hater on this bridge.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. You're cool.
Am I an American hater though?
Of this bridge.
Okay.
All right, so I had to come down here and show you this other small little pond here. This is definitely a lot more like where we're from. You have the lily pads there, the vegetation on the bottom. Makes me feel really at home. I guess they still have flowers here in Moscow. Do you know, they obviously take them off somewhere else, right? Why do you think they still have these?
I think that Russia cares more about flowers than America because Russia's so cold. I mean, I see flowers way more than I ever did in America, and I think they just appreciate it more and they really take care of it. Whereas in America, it's just easy and it happens all the time. What do you say?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what though. Every time after winter's over, they like to plant these and decorate the city, and I agree, they really do take care of them. I find it very beautiful. I've never seen more flowers in my life than when I came to Russia. And now, is this the entrance to the bridge?
No, we have to go up. It's right there.
Oh, but I have a question.
Yes, please.
What would you call it if not a bridge? Give it a name.
It's a decorative walking lookout point. How's that sound for off the top of my head?
That's actually not bad.
I'll have to get back to you. But you know, Zaryadye, what I heard this place is, so this is a park, but what I heard is this was the original neighborhood of the city of Moscow, like in medieval times, which is why it's right next to Red Square. And of course, when there was trouble in the city from outsiders, all the people that lived here, which was the city, would run inside the Red Square walls.
All right. Somewhere where you can definitely get a better view of the different parts of the city, and it's right next to the Red Square. And so we're going to turn this around as we walk to the pinnacle, to the peak of this fake bridge.
This is called Soaring Bridge. I just looked it up, which sounds nice.
Soaring Bridge. This place is completely free to visit. Around the edge there's a seating area. You can sit down and talk. There's an enormous amount of space in Moscow, obviously. Everywhere you look, there's just something new. Now,
you gotta pay for the ice cave, though.
I've just confirmed it is in fact a bridge, because it's going over this road.
But it doesn't cross over.
It does. Well, if there wasn't a road over there, you could take this bridge, guys.
I'd call it a lookout point, but technically on the map it is called a bridge, Soaring Bridge.
One of the things that we see most in Siberia, you guys know, is the birch tree. Now here they've planted an artificial forest, and you already know we use the birch for fires, for different things like baskets and shoes. They even make drinks out of birch trees. It's very interesting. By the way, do you see birch trees outside of this park?
No, I do not, and it's a beautiful little fake forest. Although the trees are real and they're white and they're very nice. I hear that birch trees are the national tree of Russia. Is that right?
Well, I don't know, Ksenia, is that right? Yes. That's right. The camera woman says that that's right, and I'm going to take a word for it. And I will say the Russians use this tree for more things that I could ever imagine. Well, look at this, guys. Now we went from the birch forest into a mountain top. Another geographical thing that I like is mountains, swamps, birch trees, everything you want. And look at the magnificent view. Again, we're almost getting to the to the point that we originally wanted, which is Red Square. But the important thing is this: the Red Square is surrounded by so many things. You can spend the whole day outside of it before you go in and experience it. These are things you should not sleep on.
Actually, this building right here is ancient with the wooden roof. And it used to be something like the British Embassy. And it's a museum. You can pay to go inside. I actually did a video in there on my channel. And there's a plaque that explains that at one point there was like a fight with guns between Russians and the British that were in there. So it's pretty exciting.
So it just come to my attention that we never went to the 4th region. Can you tell us what you think the 4th region is?
I think the 4th region is Moscow, but if I'm wrong, please leave a comment and let us know, Russians.
Yeah, we don't know what the 4th region is. I guess we did the swamps, the forests, and the mountains, but now we're in the city, I guess. So one of the places is city life. What do you think, babe? What is another region that... Oh no, maybe the ice place. No, maybe it's the ice place.
Oh, the ice cave?
Yeah, the ice cave could be the 4th region, because you already know it's always snowing out here. Making our way up into the Red Square. Look at this. This is just magnificent. I can't imagine this anywhere else in the world. Everything just looks way bigger than normal, guys. The street looks wider, buildings look bigger.
Yeah, what's cool is we are right next to the park. I mean, it is literally right behind us. It's not like you leave the park and you go through 2 or 3 McDonald's restaurants. It's right here.
Yeah, we just crossed one street, guys, and now we are making our way up. What is the name of this building?
The church?
Yeah.
Oh, this is St. Basil's. This is like the signature building for Moscow and Russia. And right up next to it, you can see coming up with the green roof.
Yeah.
That is GUM Mall.
Okay, so
And that is the original site of the first like shopping area, like market for Moscow. So you had Zaryadye, the neighborhood behind us. You had the market area up here, which is now the glorious European fancy expensive shopping mall, and then the Kremlin, the red square walls right across from that.
awesome. Everybody's advertising tourist. All right, well look, first of all, this feels fake, because all of these buildings I've used for thumbnails on YouTube channel videos,
Now they're real.
and now they're absolutely real.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. Well, let me tell you guys, the truth is this, that I never really expected ever to be standing in the center of the Red Square in my life. I had been already living in Siberia for 2 years almost. Ksenia, you've never been here before, right?
No.
I mean, she was here when she was 2, but you can't really count that. What do you feel?
It's huge. It's beautiful.
Yeah, honestly, look at this, guys. We have, well, by the way, do you know what the name of that building is back there?
I know in Russian, Оружейная палата. I don't know how it's in English.
Okay, what about the one behind us?
I don't remember.
All right, well,
But I know GUM and Kremlin.
yeah, she's missing 1 out of 4. Let me tell you, please consider visiting Russia. These places are magnificent. It's a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. I have not enough words to describe what I'm looking at. There's a little bit too much coming from a city like Irkutsk, living in a small town like Zaryadye. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, to say the least. Celebrating their wedding, Ksenia, that might be you and me next year in Lake Baikal. Now, if you want to see, this is called the GUM, but it looks like the gum. Let's head inside. Now I'm told that this place is like started off like a Soviet shopping mall, basically like a classic Soviet mall, and that people buy like Soviet ice cream in here. Did you know that?
Yeah, they do. They do. I can take you there. And if you look up, this glass ceiling was not part of the first build, which is why it looks kind of like an outdoor area as far as the walls, if you've noticed. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, it also feels like we're walking outside but inside. It seems like that, because guys, I don't know if you can see this clearly, but it looks like houses on a typical street.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. This is like a fantasy version of a shopping mall, right?
Yeah.
But it actually exists.
This is what the next level looks like. You can go up to the 3rd level. I'm telling you guys, it looks like a city street. All right, look at that, guys. The gum. We'll call it the gum because this is America.
GUM, technically, like a broom.
Yeah, we'll call it the gum though, for all you guys who don't want to say it any other way. Now, it says 1893, the gum. We're talking about the Soviet ice cream. We're gonna get some and taste it. What flavors are there?
Шоколадная крошка, ваниль, киви, черника, смородина, вишня.
So chocolate, vanilla.
Yeah, cherry, strawberry, with chocolate.
Let's just do clear ice cream, just ice cream. Chocolate.
белая.
Chocolate.
Plomber? Oh, chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. Just clear ice cream.
Шоколада нет.
What about strawberry?
Клубничная такая.
О, тоже нету давно.
All right, guys. No chocolate, no strawberry. What about vanilla?
Plomber is what they call it in Russian. It's just plain white ice cream. It's not even vanilla.
All right, we're gonna test out this. How much is it?
50 уже не будет?
У меня вот все, что наличка идет.
Благодарю.
All right, let's test it out. So, I don't know. We'll see if it's anything special about it. Well, it's really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
Soviet ice cream, honestly.
Yeah, my wife tells me it's just white, sweet ice cream. It's called plomber. And I'm like, you mean vanilla? She's like, no, it's not vanilla. It's plomber. It's just white ice cream.
Yes, it's right.
It's like a Russian thing.
And it's remind me about after Soviet time we have almost the same ice cream.
All right, it looks like any other ice cream that we buy in Sudanka in a bag. This is how all the ice cream in Russia looks for us. It comes in this short little cone, and then it has on top, and it doesn't really melt like you know, like in America we have more creamy, melty ice cream. This is a little bit hard. Like if I go like this, it will take me forever to finish. So I'm just biting it.
Well, we're in Russia. Everything's frozen.
All right, we got our ice cream from the gum. Now we're leaving the gum.
The goom.
We're heading outside to show you one of the most nicer streets that people like taking photos in. That's right in front of the gum.
This is the Russian City Walk, the Moscow City Walk.
Look at this.
Comes off a red square, and then look back. That's the main street.
All right, so right in front of the gum, we got all of this, guys. And again, the red square is right over there. Everywhere we've been has been within like 1 or 2 minutes walk. It's all very, very close and compact. I have another surprise for you guys, because here in Moscow lives one of my better friends that I've met through YouTube. You guys have seen him in a lot of the videos. I've worked with him in places like Mongolia. You've seen him snort tobacco in Mongolia and try out all that jazz. If you don't know who he is, you're about to see him all over again, but this time he's not in Siberia, he's not in Mongolia, he's in his home city, which is Moscow, obviously, and it is, you have to see in a second. This is the man himself, the liar who makes you eat bad candy in Mongolia, the Siberian beast, Konstantin. Bro, unbelievable.
What's up, man?
Unbelievable. It's so strange to see you here. We're usually doing crazy stuff somewhere not in a city.
Yeah, that's an unusual setting.
All right. You've seen us together in Mongolia. You've seen us together next to Lake Baikal. Guys, I am finally next to my good buddy Konstantin in Moscow. Konstantin, what does it feel like to you? Off camera, I've told you what it feels like for me being in Moscow, but what does it feel like having me now? I've traveled to you. I can't believe that we're standing together in the Red Square. What is it like?
No, that's crazy because I mean, we've been traveling so much, right? But these were like wild, like settings, nature, trees and forests and stuff like this. But seeing you here in Red Square, that was, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the last time I saw Konstantin, he was snorting tobacco in a yurt.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me, we're gonna put it up a little bit later. But just to do a quick test, Konstantin, what is the name of that building there?
All right, so I know the name in Russian. It's Оружейная палата, but this is a museum where they keep like ancient guns and stuff like this. Yeah.
All right. What is the name of this this building over here?
Oh, that's easy. That's GUM. That's the main mall.
By the way, the GUM is where I got my ice cream. Let's look behind here. Konstantin, what is the name of that one?
St. Basil's Cathedral, right?
Okay, St. Basil's, I guess.
Basil Cathedral.
I don't know. Guys, I'm testing him because we saw Ksenia didn't know. You obviously know the Kremlin. Have you visited all these places?
Yeah, I've been here a couple of times, but yeah, it's you got to have an occasion to walk into Red Square. It's yeah.
I mean, how long have you lived in Moscow?
Well, let's see. It's been I guess
Yeah, 6 years. 6 years, yeah.
The guy's basically like a Muscovite. Anyways, for all of you guys that don't know, I've already told you we've made videos together. We've been from Baikal to Mongolia to random places all over Siberia. It's a great place. It's a great channel for you to check out. And we do have a next episode where he comes back to Slyudanka. You're going to have to watch out for this video, guys.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be amazing. And our Mongolian adventure too.
It's coming right up.
All right.
Oh, it burns.
You got some left? Get on the other nostril.
Oh. Oh my God.
Well, that was the walkthrough of the Red Square. You got to see all around from the Gum to the different buildings that are here and the outskirts of the Kremlin, which is basically one street away. But now it's time to go to Stalin's bunker, right?
That's right. I'm going to take an American Marine underground into Stalin's bunker where he would stay safe. Can you believe it, guys?
We're gonna head over to that Stalin's bunker and you're gonna get to see that video on the Expat Americans channel coming up next.